Oh, here we are. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, wherever you are. That this is such an incredible time as we're getting ready to fully and completely, on an entire global level, be immersed in the energy of 2025. And I wanted to just extend my heart and so much love to this incredible time that we are experiencing. And one of the things that I just wanted to say very quickly, just as a quick message, is that there is so much shifting. And many of us are feeling this through what we refer to here as just a common language is the shifting of timelines. And what this is a shifting of the collective of consciousness, that more and more of a collective of consciousness is collapsing access ways to anti-Christic timelines and more alignment towards Christic timelines. And I know we still see in our world collective around us a lot of very interesting types of phenomena and things. But one of the things that I wanted to bring to mind is just how to personally work with this energy currently. Because as these timelines shift, there is many times a sensation that we have that it feels a little bit disorienting. It feels a little bit like it's hard to focus in on the reality. And for many of you that are very sensitive, this could come into things as subtle as blurry vision, feeling a little bit dizzy or vertigo, or feeling as though you're not really clicked into your day, or you're feeling it a little bit more difficult to get motivated into things, kind of like a bit more of an out of body experience while you're floating through your day. And within this is just really important to understand that as our energy systems are clicking from one literal timeline, it's as though we're kind of moving into a different version of Earth every time this happens. And these are potentially when we see little Mandela effects pop up within our reality that we go, wait a minute, that was not how I remember it being. But with this is to recognize it kind of puts a bit of a warble into our energy field. So within that, part of this is also recognizing that as things are shifting, that there still is a lot of the negative influences that do try to get into our fields, that do try to get into our consciousness, and that maybe try to tag us in certain different ways. And I hear this from many of you feeling different things. Some of you feeling a little bit of agitation as different energies shift through the day, frequencies kind of moving through our internal landscape can throw us off a little bit on an emotional level, on a grounded level, on a feeling a little bit overwhelmed to take on sometimes some new things because we're already trying to process where we're grounding into this new timeline or in this new energy stream. And so as you work with that energy, there's also a secondary thing that I've been really recognizing, and that is a lot of astral tagging that is being attempted. Now, we're very aware, especially in our flame holders group, of being mindful of dream tagging. So, tagging that tries to get in and influence us on the dreamscapes. So, trying to put more implants or seals on us while we're sleeping. So, there is a lot of heightened awareness towards if stuff is coming in that way. But I want to give you some other subtle ways in which these things might pop into the reality so that you can quickly catch them and realize that not all warble or wobbliness in your energy field is actually coming from just the shifting of the energy, but sometimes it's these hitchhikers and these piggyback energies that get into our field as the shift is happening that can keep us in that field longer than we need to be. And so if you do find, especially through some of these holiday feeling, that maybe there's individuals coming into your reality that you haven't been in contact with for a while, maybe individuals from your past that are coming back into your present. If you find maybe it's through a family member, this could be a child, a pet, a significant other, this could be a sibling, this could be anything. So sometimes we'll have interactions with individuals, or maybe someone you haven't had a lot of contact with for a bit, or that you're making resolve with, or that they're coming back into your reality. And when they come into the field, they can stir up a whole lot of emotion around maybe whatever was going on the last time, or that you were hanging out, or whatever the energy is. It's going to be very, very unique and different for each and every one of us. And so, if that individual comes into our reality, we might start to find that it starts to stir things up. And what it does is it starts to kind of create these doorways and these openings within our field because we're processing information. And when you catch that, you can quickly start to recognize, oh, isn't that interesting? And then throw up your Kryst Star shields. So, crystal star energies are one of the most powerful frequencies that we can be working with right now. And this is important to catch, even if you're in meditation and you feel like you're processing something. One of the things that's really, really prevalent for us right now is a lot of potential for us. Now, I'm not saying everybody's doing this, but you might be. Potential for us to be doing past life review in the now. So that means going through review of whatever occurrences that has happened within this particular lifetime. And you might find all kinds of timelines popping up. As these timelines shift, sometimes it brings up some energy where all of a sudden you're going like, man, I haven't thought about stuff that happened at that time in my life since, 10 years. Or it might be just these random things that pull you into memory streams where you're just like, man, I totally forgot about that. I haven't even thought about that in forever. Well, this is really amazing because as we're shifting timelines, and a lot of this is also exasperated or heightened if you're doing a lot of the womb chakra clearing and a lot of the other activation energies. So, what is happening is it's bringing it up so that you have the potential to go through review of it, past life review in the now. So that come after lifetime, there is no need to go into past life review because you've already been processing it in current life, and it doesn't create any bindings anymore. And so as this happens, you're getting the opportunity to go back into witnessing those experiences, but now from a new point of view, from your current level of consciousness. You get to have compassion to the you in that timeline that experienced those things, and to everyone else that was a participant in those timelines. And so you might even find actual individuals coming back into your reality so that you can see them with whole new eyes in order to create a much more healthy, non-judgmental, unconditional way of being able to be present with witnessing all energies that you've participated with in this lifetime. It's really important for us at this time because one of the things the Guardians is saying is that each of us has our own stories. You have your childhood you went through, you have your early adulthood you went through, you have your story you went through. Well, I got mine and they have theirs. Everybody has their own, right? But we live in those story streams our whole life. And even if we feel as though we're doing clearing and we're letting go of stuff, if we haven't fully and completely gone through the review process, and this is really high level work of actually going through and revisiting all of the energies and basically resetting all of them, they can still be sitting in there within a dormant way. But all of us are having the opportunity to catch these things now because they're pop, 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 pop. They're popping up as the timelines are shifting. We're moving into more and more Christic potential timelines. And as we do, everything that doesn't really fit within the Christic energy, it gets to kind of bubble up into our reality and we get to witness it. And so, yes, it can bring up a little bit of a wave of emotion in there if we're not certain of where it's coming from and we don't know how to move it and catch it. It could be creating a lot of buildup in the systems of our body if we haven't really processed through. So it could be uncomfortable in some ways. And the other thing is that it could be prolonging the wobbliness because if there is a lot of emotion that was attached to those past experiences or the things that are coming back to be re-witnessed, They can also be potential doorways and gateways for some of these astral entities to connect and attach to us. And so, as you witness it, one of the things that the guides have been really, really, really giving as a gift is everything you witness, sit with it. And then take some breaths and then just pull in the crystal energy and just let it pull in. There's actually a way you can actually pull in the crystal energy. And as you do, take it down and just really anchor it into the tip of your tailbone and just let it shine within there. And then from there, really be with it for an extended amount of time. See if you can focus in for maybe an entire round of mantras, just focusing the Kryst Star Light at the tip of the tailbone, or you might feel it move through everything from your physical level all the way out to your plasma level so that it's actually clearing the seed of contention in all those different layers and levels within there. So within there, you would just sit and you would hold it and then just witness wherever you feel maybe pressure come up. Say it's in the head, say it's in the crown, say it's in the heart or the throat or these other areas. As energy is popping and releasing within that area, you might start to feel all sorts of other areas in your body rearranging, shifting, and changing just by keeping your focus in one place. And then maybe you might move to holding the crystal current and flow in a particular other level through maybe another mantra process. And as you do this, they're saying the more that we can actually hold our focal point on one particular area without letting our consciousness begin to wander all over the place, we're going to have a lot more subtle shifts and changes witnessed as we're going through this time. And so, as many of us are going through this new year transformation of moving from 2024 to 2025, many of us are choosing to stay out of crowded areas and away from a lot of noise or a lot of the collective energy on the planet and to be within our own energy, our own internal process through this time of transformation. And so, with that, I wanted to just share this particular way that you may be drawn to work with processing some of the energies that are coming up. That in all of this, as we witness this, that you can take it out and extend it out into the atmosphere, into the collective consciousness of the earth sphere. And that with so much love, that we can continuously hold and remember this incredible energy stream that we are calling in, that we are pouring in through, and that we are being the Om Shade the pillars of first cause light of this crystal frequency. So, with so much love to each and every one of you, I am so honored to be going through another wheel and another cycle in this planetary sphere as I feel it more of a spiral within our evolutionary sphere as the souls, the oversouls, and the avatars that we are. And with so much joy, I am so grateful to be on this journey with you. So, happy New Year and happy 2025.